I'm Sangita Sharma. I'm the Endowed Chair in Indigenous Health at the University of Alberta in the Department of Medicine. So the talk I gave today was based on a programme called Why Act Now, where we interviewed 1,000 children in Edmonton and we looked at what they were eating and if they were meeting their nutritional requirements. And sadly, what we found was that the children were making poor food choices, and what we found was the children weren't meeting their basic requirements for B12, for iron and for zinc, and the consequences of those inadequacies can affect their intellectual potential, it can affect their growth and development. And so the talk today was about children having a good diet. So that's fruits and vegetables, dairy products, red meat, and whole grains. So we really wanted to discuss that there is a huge benefit of having red meat because it addresses those inadequacies. So when we compared foods that would be rich in iron or B12 or zinc, actually beef compared to spinach, tuna or chicken was actually the most cost-effective way of choosing those nutrients. Research has shown by scientists that people are not meeting their requirements for B12, zinc and iron, and the consequences of those inadequacies are very significant. So I would recommend that people choose beef to address those inadequacies, as well as a diet that follows Canada's food guide. I would say that beef, people don't know that it's high in iron, B12 and zinc, and I think the beef industry needs to actually sell their product to say that it does contain these nutrients. And I would also say that one should look at whether their grandparents or their children or themselves are actually meeting the food guide recommendations, not only in terms of meat, but also in terms of fruits and vegetables. I think the presentation today really focused on those inadequacies that we found within the children and the youth within Alberta, and highlighted that the most cost-effective, culturally appropriate way of addressing that would be beef consumption, because it's affordable, because it's a versatile food, it's readily available everywhere, and also because it's culturally appropriate, except for, I would say, to Hindus who do not eat beef through religious reasons. I'm recommending all the foods that are recommended in the Canada Food Guide. So I would recommend salmon, and I certainly recommend fruits and vegetables and whole grains. But the purpose of this presentation was really to talk to the industry about the inadequacies that we found that could be addressed best by beef. The research, by the way, was not funded by beef. It was actually funded by the Public Health Agency of Canada and Alberta Health, who I'm extremely thankful to.